Back for some more. What's going on, everybody? Chris Ballard here, Ballard Sports Media, coming at you, episode 27. Kind of a redo. I accidentally deleted it, but I was bored anyway, so I'm like, oh, gotta redo episode 27 because I deleted it by mistake. But we'll redo it here. We just hang out, we talk, all that. So, yeah, we talk whatever you want to. We'll talk sports. What's up, Adam Woodard? How you doing? Good to see you. Shout out to my man Chess Hall. Shout out to ACP Carter and Cade Shades Unk. They just got done going live for their super duper podcast or whatever with TikTok Chess Hall, a good friend. So, hold on. Let me check something real quick. What's up, Jeff? Adam, roll tide to you. Hope y'all are doing great. Got tomorrow Ballard Sports 360 coming up at about 3 o'clock Central, 4 Eastern. And I went ahead. I got this week's Unprofessional Sports Show scheduled, Season 2, Episode 31, with myself and TikTok Chess Hall on my channel. So, we got that. Episode 12 tomorrow, Ballard Sports 360. NBA Finals Game 4, we're going to preview that. We'll talk some MLB draft as we got that going on this week. We'll talk the All-Star game, and I'll read some comments. We don't have a guest. We had a guest last week, and Nate the Great, he said he'll come on, and he did. And that went well. If anyone wants to be a guest tomorrow, feel free to let me know, and I'll change the title, put you in there. Special guest. Had a horrible nightmare. Saban retired. Oh, God. That's probably the worst nightmare you can get. Jeff says if you're not watching The Chosen via the app or YouTube, you're missing out. I got the app. I'm going to watch it later or start on it. I know what it is. Trenches actually came on my stream last night when I was doing that NBA game for the finals. What was it? What did we do? Game 4? Game 4? Anyway, Trenches was letting me know about that, Jeff. So I'm looking forward to that. I'm going to definitely try to see if I can watch it later on. But we'll see. See, I went ahead and put the StreamYard link. So if y'all want to get on, feel free to. Nick Saban says he will after the 25 season. Didn't he just extend his contract to like 2028, though? I think it'll be more like 2030 by the time he's done, if you think about it, unless you're sitting here saying, Jeff, that he won't finish his contract out. But who knows? I think Nick Saban could go the rest of his contract. He'll end up, you imagine if he goes to 2028, 2029, he would be at Alabama for like 21, 22 years. 2 decades at the same school, Nick Saban. Then again, we've seen, Joe Paterno started at Penn State in the 70s, if I'm not mistaken. And, sadly passed away in 2012, but I think his final year was like 2011. He coached for about like 45 years at Penn State. So to sit there and say that, it's crazy for a coach to coach at the same exact school for more than maybe 15, 20 years, to sit there and say that that's crazy, Joe Paterno did it. Let me see. He started. Let me double check something here. Started at 66, went all the way to 2011. 409, 136, and 3. What's his record? He did say after he signed it would bring him to the end of his career. That's true. Jeff Webster says, I think Miss Terry will say 20 years is enough in 2020. Yeah, you have to, I mean, you got to think, what does Miss Terry Saban say about his contract deal? That's what you got to take into consideration. What's up, Chess?
What up, brother?
Not much. Good job on the Super Duper podcast with Unc.
Yeah, man. Like I said, I'm doing 5 shows a week now. So
yeah,
I'm
that's
tired.
crazy.
I'm tired, man. But what do you want, man? We can talk about it here publicly. Oh, you were asking how many SEC teams we got left, right?
I did text you that, didn't I?
Yeah, I think we got to do Auburn next.
Ugh.
I know you don't like
I'll
doing
be fair. Yep.
We're on Auburn. Well, let me go on Google right here and look at the SEC teams, okay?
We just did Tennessee.
Hold on a second, I got you. Let me look at SEC teams. Here we go.
Yeah.
All right, let me look. So Webster.
Hey,
Jeff.
Let's
see.
Did we do?
I think Florida. Yeah.
We did Florida. We did Georgia. We did Missouri. We did Kentucky. We did Tennessee. We did South Carolina. We did Vanderbilt. We did Alabama. We did Texas A&M. We haven't done Ole Miss yet, have we?
And I don't think you've done LSU.
We did LSU, I thought. Did we?
I thought we did LSU.
Did you? Okay.
Hold on. Let me double check their schedule because I thought there was something. Yeah, because remember we talked about how they opened up with UCLA.
Yeah, so all we got left is
I remember making a joke because their second game's against someone named McNeese State, and I called him McSneeze. I remember talking about that.
Okay, all we got left is Auburn and Ole Miss.
Yeah, and we'll be done, and I guess that's, let's see, we got this week, we got next week. Need to figure something out for the 31st, and then August 7th, Tess Hall is coming to Alabama.
I'm going to try my best. Don't mark it down yet, Ballard.
Right.
But if I don't come, we are
definitely doing the show, and we're
I think
yeah.
for that, I think for the 1 year we should bring people on.
Yeah.
And let them celebrate with us, like Jeff Webster and
Season 3. Season 3. Let's go.
Season 3 starts when,
like I said the other night in the comments section, the problem I have with the Unprofessional Sports Show is that I'm usually covering something when you guys are live. So I watch it, but I watch it on replay. I'm not there when you're live.
That's good though. I mean, at least you're a watcher.
That's fine.
Oh yeah, I watch it. I just not there live when it happens, so there's no point in commenting.
Howard, that'd be perfectly about. What if we did the ACC?
Yeah, so Squid says, why don't you guys preview other conferences? But and we don't have to go game by game because we don't have time. Go ahead, Jeff. Sorry.
You have to go. I was going to say, to Squid's point, you guys don't have to go game by game or even team by team. You could just take one night and say, we're going to do an overall look at the Pac-12. We're going to take an overall look at the ACC, whatever.
Yeah, because we don't have. There's nowhere near.
Maybe the night that you do the Big Ten, you toss in Notre Dame included. We say we're going to look at the Big Ten and Notre Dame, and you don't have to go through and break down Northwestern and Michigan State, and I mean you could just game by game. You could just say here's what we think as a whole picture.
Yeah. Yeah, because I mean,
nobody
look,
nobody
we're
watching the
here in.
unprofessional.
What were you gonna say?
Well, nobody watching the unprofessional sports show gives a shit what Arizona State's going to do, what Penn State's going to the point that they want to sit and listen to a half an hour of it. You know what I mean? But but what you guys might think about how the Big Ten or the Pac-12 is going to do as a whole, that would be interesting.
My God.
Holy shit, guys! I got some big news to tell you guys.
What?
Tonight on the Big God Podcast, we have a very serious guest.
Oh.
His name's Lee Cole. I know everybody's been talking about it, but this guy, I don't know if Jeff remembers it, but if anybody's
$1 bills
oh God,
that I put in here.
yeah, Terry. So Terry,
No.
is that not Terry?
No.
Oh, well, Jesus, Ballard, mute so I can talk to Jeff. I can't multitask here. I'm mentally challenged. Give me a
Here's the
break.
thing, Chess.
up,
I
buddy?
actually have to run to the store, but if you guys want to talk for a bit, I'll just be right back in like 10 minutes.
Yeah, I don't mind. Yeah. Anyways,
All right.
so
Chef, can we carry this baby for 10 minutes?
easily I can, dude. You know I can, and I know you can. So, I know you're not really familiar with wrestling and anything like that, JW. But do you remember back in the day, the Ring Boy scandal with the WWF? You know what I'm talking about?
No, fill me
Oh,
in.
okay. So the Ring Boys, there was I can't really say much on here, but the Ring Boy scandal is where there was this kid who was a ring boy, and to keep his job, some of the higher up people that worked for the WWE at the time would make him do favors, if you know what I mean, to keep his job. And they sued Vince McMahon and all this other kind of stuff. And we're having that guy on the Big Guy Podcast tonight to talk about it.
Oh, okay. So actually, a guy involved in the scandal.
Yeah, his brother was involved with it. He was
Okay.
involved with it too. So
Okay.
he sued Vince McMahon and everything for real.
Oh, wow. Okay, so big catch.
Yeah, and his brother unfortunately passed away a couple of years ago. But yeah, we're gonna have him on there tonight, man. It's gonna be exciting.
Wow. Well, everybody know when is that? 9 Eastern?
11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time tonight.
11 Eastern. All right.
Yeah, but I mean, everybody catch it on the replay. But hell yeah, it's exciting. So,
Well,
you shot it. Yeah.
the only thing going on in the world of sports tonight is because it's the All-Star break, so everything stops. Home run derby is the only thing going on tonight.
Yeah, I know Zach. Zach told me about the home run derby tonight. Yeah. So you're not shooting anything or anything like that?
Oh no, there's nothing going on tonight. And this week, because the minors are off because of the All-Star break, so when they come back, the iCubs go on the road. So I picked up 2 high school baseball playoff games that are literally the diamond that they're going to play on is like, I mean, I get in my car and I drive like 5 minutes.
Yeah.
And so I'm going to make $150 for about, I don't know, 5 hours of shooting high school baseball.
It's not bad.
Over 2 nights. So it's not a lot of money, but it's also not a lot of work. And it is giving me something to do while the iCubs are out of town.
Hey, that's not bad, man. You at least you're making money, bro.
Yeah, I had a doubleheader yesterday, and both games were won in the last at bat by the iCubs, so that was exciting.
Man, I know you want Bama to win the Natty this year or whatever, but how cool would it be if Bama went to play against Iowa State and you got to go shoot the game? How cool would that be?
Well, that would be great
Oh,
because
that's what I want to happen.
I only go to about every other. Well, I went to the Citrus Bowl.
Yeah.
And I've been to the Insight Bowl. I've been to the Music City Bowl.
Mm-hmm.
a long, long, long time ago, I was going to go to the Independence Bowl when Iowa State played Alabama in the Independence Bowl
Mhm.
in Shreveport, and I got bad fucking sick.
Oh
Like,
no.
like 2 days before I was supposed to fly down there,
Damn it.
and I was going to fly down there with the on the media plane, and I
Mhm.
had to cancel, and I was sick for like 5 days. I got bronchitis.
Shit.
Oh yeah, it pissed me off. Here Bama's playing Iowa State. I can't remember what year it was, 96, 90 something. I was all excited. I didn't care about going to Shreveport, Louisiana, but it was,
Mhm.
I think Bama won like 16-15. Iowa State missed a field goal at the end of the game. Both teams were terrible,
Yeah.
but it was still a chance. Because the last time I've seen Bama play in person
Mhm.
was at Missouri in 12.
Yeah.
Because
That
it
was
was
yeah.
a fucking monsoon. It was an absolute monsoon, and Eddie Lacy scored on a long run, like on the second play of the game or something like. And it just, I mean, my God, it was like if you did, there was no wind, so I can't say that, but it rained like it was a hurricane. It was unbelievable.
Mhm.
I couldn't believe how much rain was coming down.
What AJ McCarron y'all scored about that year?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yep.
Yeah, that
Yep.
that was the SEC title game against us. Then y'all played Notre Dame and won the national title that year.
Yes, that was that year. Yeah,
Yep.
that's the last time I've seen them play in person.
Damn, that's the last time I seen my team play in person was 2012 too.
Yeah. Now I've been in Tuscaloosa since then.
Oh yeah.
But I've not seen. We're done in what the hell? Let me try to get this. Let me try to remember this now. We're gonna do something in 23, 22, 20. Is it? Let's see. This is 21. So next summer.
Mhm.
Oh, it is next summer. Okay. All right. Yeah. I'll have to look into this because we haven't talked about it for a while. But a couple of guys I went to school with, including one. I rented a house with three guys.
Yeah.
Three other guys the last 2 years that I went to school there, and we've all stayed very close. Now, one of them, Lyle, died of cancer in 2006.
Mm.
Died. His wife and kids are still very dear to us. But the other three, we're all scattered now. But we keep saying we're going to get together one of the, we're going to all bring our families. And I don't, I'm not married, but we're all going to get together in Tuscaloosa some summer. Well, that was going to be in 2020. Well, COVID.
Mm-hmm.
So Bill, who's the guy who's really pushing this and he'll be the guy that ends up organizing it all. He's been saying we're going to do it next summer, and he's kind of like the Slav Olympics. We want to make the plans 6 months ahead of time, so everybody's got, we know when, we know where, we know, so everybody's got plenty of time to plan it. So that will be fun because I haven't seen those guys. The three of us, Bill and Francis have been together. I've been with Francis. I've been with Bill. Bill's been with Francis, but Bill, Francis, and Jeff have not all three been together since 2015. So is Bill a part of the Webster Council? I go, I guess, yeah.
That's good seeing old friends.
Yeah, I tell you what, we got a hell of a deal, Chess, because there were four guys living in a 3-bedroom house, and we had the garbage paid for, the cable TV paid for, but we were responsible for the phone and the water paid for, but we were responsible for the rent, the electricity, and the phone bill. And the guy charged us $600 a month for rent. Now you think $600, that's 1988, 1989, $600 a month. He could have got, this guy could have, he could have got $1,000 for that house. He could have got $1,000 a month at that time, those years, 4 guys, he could have charged us each $250 for sure a month. But for some reason, he was only 150, and we were like, "Yeah, we'll take it. We'll take it. We'll take it."
Yeah.
You know,
That's cool.
and it's just one of those bum, stupid, lucky things. You know,
That's crazy.
yeah. And then of course, uh, you signed your lease, and your lease was for every month of the year except June and July. So even though you paid for all of August and all of May, you weren't there the whole month of May because everybody was gone the second week of May, the first week of May, and you're only, so basically the middle of May to the middle of August, the house said empty.
Mhm. Yeah, man. I'm looking forward to this month because at the end of the month I'm going on vacation, Jeff. Like a
Where you
legitimate
gonna go?
vacation. I'm going
Where,
to hold on, I'll tell you where I'm going right now. Hold on. I texted BBD the other day about it. It's in Pigeon Forge. I know that. It's at hold
oh,
on,
you're going out to Pigeon Forge?
yeah, I'm going to the Governor's Crossing in Sevierville, Tennessee.
Okay.
It's like an indoor water park.
So who's that? You like your mom, your family, or what?
Yeah, my mom, me, my brothers and my sisters, and my girlfriend, all of us.
BVD or D4 going to come see you?
Yeah, BBD and D4 are planning both to come see me. I want Squid to come too. Hopefully he can come.
Yeah, isn't Squid? I mean, where the hell Squid live? Does he live in Knoxville?
I can't remember where he lives, but he lives like an hour from that place.
Yeah, I don't think he's very far from BVD. I don't think,
Yeah.
but I can't remember where. I can't remember where you live, Squid. Knoxville or
We can't remember where you live, Squid. Tell us.
in a pineapple under the sea.
Oh, he does. He said yes, Jeff. Yeah, I'd love to meet Squid, and I've already met D4 and BBD. I'd love to meet Squid though. I like meeting people I talk to online all the time. Hopefully, Slob Olympics. Maybe we get to come to Slob Olympics, Jeff. Hopefully, I hope. Be nice to meet you, bud.
Yeah, water parks are fun.
Never been to one, man. Never been to one in my life.
I went to one.
Mm-hmm.
I went to one in Des Moines. When the fuck was that? Was that 3 years ago?
Mm-hmm.
Because it was all right. Yeah. We had a thing. Our parish had a thing going, and they rented it out, so it was like just people from our church were there, and it was like a Tuesday night or something like that. We had it from like 6 o'clock to 9 o'clock, and it was just people from St. Pat's.
Mm-hmm.
And so they turned on these colored lights, and it was a lot of fun. It was like a private party, but it was just for that would have been 2018, I guess. Yeah, so there was a big fucking fat ass slob, some big fucking goofy looking white guy. Oh, wait a minute, that was me. And everybody's like, "Oh, don't be in the pool when Webster goes down the slide because he'll knock all the water out of it." That was.
That's funny. I've never been to one, so I'm looking
Yeah,
forward
this
to it.
place that I went to, they had like 2 different slides you could go down, and then they had like a river. You like you go on an inner tube and you float down this river. It kind of goes around in a circle or
The
whatever.
lazy
Kind of.
river, the lazy river. That's what they call it.
Yeah. It's not really a circle, but you know what I mean. There's like it goes on
Mhm.
and then there was then they had a really huge. It's like hell. It was like the size of an Olympic pool, but it created waves in it, so there was a waves. And then a part that I didn't go into, but all the kids were trying to go into, was this spot where you went up there and and they would give you like a bodyboard or whatever, and then, like, the water shot down these jets, so it was like you didn't go nowhere, but it was like you could like surf or bodyboard or something like that. I don't know
Yes.
what they call it. I don't know what they call it, what the kids call it, but
Yeah.
I didn't have anything to do with that. I was like, fuck, you can get my whale ass out in there.
Yeah. That's.
I did what I do best in water, which is float.
Float.
Like lay there like a beached whale.
That's what all of us big guys do, which is float.
Yeah, what I'm going to do is I'm going to lay here in the water with a lemonade and enjoy being cool. That's what I'm going to do.
Yeah. I stay away from my little kids, they'll splash you. Damn it, Ballard, why'd you have to go get milk? We're taking over your stream, man. This shit's stupid. Damn it, Ballard. Shameful.
Ballard
son.
had to go to the store to get milk. Is that what he did?
Yeah, why can't his grandparents just go get the milk? I don't get it. What the hell? God. Ballard. Shameful, son. Shameful.
You know what's funny? What's funny, Chess, is I hardly ever talk about this because I don't like to talk about my family.
Yeah.
But as big as a slob as I am, and as uncoordinated in the water as I am, my sister was the absolute opposite. Now I may have mentioned this in the past, but I don't remember what stream it was in. So maybe the people in here haven't heard. But that's how my sister went to college. She went to my sister swam at Loyola of Chicago on a scholarship. She was a scholarship swimmer, and she swam in the United States Olympic trials in 1988 in Bartlesville, Oklahoma. I went and watched her.
Oh, nice.
And she's competed in forever in U.S. Masters, which is like the organization that's in charge of non-professional swimming, and it's all over the United States, and they by age anyway. It's all common. She's been a competitive swimmer her whole life, and she's very, very accomplished.
Yes.
And for a long time, because I took a picture of it and sent it to her, and she splashed it all over her Facebook because her name was up on the board. It was K Webster, and then first initial dot last name, because their 400 IM medley had the pool record in Iowa City for women's swimming. Like, they set it like in 1987. And I was over there covering like a girls' state swimming tournament or something like that. And it was like 20 years, like 2017 and 20 years. And the fucking record, 30 years, the record was still there. Nobody had broken it.
Damn.
And then, so I sent her the thing. And then like a year later, she sent me an email saying, you cursed us because you took a picture of our name still up on their wall, posting the pool records, here who has the pool records. And said, you did that. And so I posted it. And then so somebody, Minnesota's women came in there and took it down, reset it like the next year. Like,
dang.
Like, well, you had it for like 20 years. I mean, it was, the record was there,
Dang.
She's a great, great butterflyer and long distance freestyle. Now, where's the natatorium that she practices in and swims in suburban Baltimore is actually used by Michael Phelps and a lot of the U.S. Olympic swimmers that are famous, that are on TV, that win gold medals all the time. But she never, ever sees them, because when the Olympians are in there, they go to a separate side of the building. They close off the building. They have security all over the place. Nobody can go over and visit them. You can't meet them in the parking lot. It's like the fucking president's there.
Yeah.
Like, they're there, but you don't ever get to encounter them,
It's crazy.
Yeah. And my brother, who is not a big fat slob, but he's just like me. All he can do is just swim. I can like not drown.
Yeah,
you know.
I love swimming. I haven't been swimming in years, but I'll get to swim this week, or not this week, but this month sometime. So we're going like the 26th and 27th, so should be fun.
Yeah, I don't know why Kathy. I don't know how she got into it. What it was, but that was always because in high school her two sports were for swimming and volleyball.
Hmm.
She pretty much swam the whole year. I mean, when it wasn't volleyball season, she was swimming, and when it wasn't high school swimming season, then she was on some kind of a swim team. And
Yeah.
here's what sucked. Here's what sucked for me. She's 2 years younger than me,
Hmm.
so she's like 8 years old, and we're going all over fucking Illinois and Missouri and Kentucky and Indiana, going to all these swim meets.
Hmm.
And I'm too young to be left at home, so I'm getting dragged along. And you know how boring that is to sit there for hours. I used to hate that. I used to hate it. Now, almost every other weekend, we were going to some fucking swim meet. Then, then I got to be like 13, 14 years old. And
Yeah.
all of a sudden, I started noticing the 13, 14-year-old girls.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
Okay, I'll
oh,
go.
I'm
I'll
like,
go.
oh, like, hey, Mom, aren't we going to St. Charles for a swim meet next week? And she's like, why all of a sudden do you want to go to the, because we'd go on Friday night, stay in a hotel on Friday night. She'd swim Saturday. We'd stay in a hotel Saturday. She'd swim Sunday, and we'd come back. But I'd get 2 nights in a hotel, and the hotel would be full of, kids running around and, raising hell and
Yeah.
swimming in the hotel pool and lots of young girls, As soon as my mom figured out that I was interested in the girls, all of a sudden I was old enough then to stay at home.
That's funny.
You can, so at 14, I was staying home. You can watch, because my parents were divorced. You can watch the house. You can stay at home. There's corn dogs and frozen pizzas in the freezer, and like all of a sudden I was mature enough to stay at home. Funny how that happened. Like right when it was going to start to be fun.
Yeah, your hormones are kicking in.
Yeah, I was like, yeah, I want to go. And all my buddies were like, oh man, you can think of how many girls are going to be there, Webb. And I'm like, yeah, now my mom doesn't let me go.
I'm gonna stay home and eat fucking corn dogs.
Yeah. I was like, you know how to do hamburgers. You know how to make a frozen pizza. You're going to be okay. You're just going to run around with your buddies all day anyway. Which was true.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and years later, I told her, I said, Mom, I'm not sure if I ever had kids, if I would have let my 14-year-old stay home two overnights in a, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's kind of a lot of responsibility,
Yeah.
And she's like, no, you could handle it, which I did. I never got in any trouble. There never was any, nothing ever happened from it or anything like that, but.
Well, I mean, kids now stay at home by themselves, 14, 15 years old.
Yeah.
I did.
Yeah.
My mom worked a lot, so. But now these kids are. God, I didn't know what a timeout was when I was a kid. I know get the shit beat out of you. That's all I know. Kids now these days, you ground them and send them to your room. I wish I had that when I was a kid. I got the hell beat out of me when I was a kid. I don't know what people are doing these days.
Yeah,
you know what that's like.
You get a whooping?
I didn't get a whooping. I got the shit beat out of me. It wasn't no whooping. Mama beat my ass when I was a kid.
Yeah, my parents divorced when I was 12, and they split when I was 11.
Uh-huh.
But up to that time, my dad had this baby blue belt. I mean, it was like blue like a robin's egg.
Oh.
And if and he never wore it. It never went in any outfit, but it hung in their closet.
Mm-hmm.
And he said, I guess I'm going to have to go get the blue belt. I just start wetting myself. But I knew, because My dad was the kind of dad where if your mom, you hear the mom say, "You wait till your father gets home," and it's usually the dad comes home and the dad don't want to hear it, and you get, and it's like, yeah, all right, well, don't do that again. Not my dad. My dad was like, if it's bad enough that your mother's going to tell me about it, then your ass is going to pay for it.
You start crying before your dad even hits you.
Yeah. Of course, now they'd say, well, he abused you. No, he didn't. He was teaching me discipline.
Yeah.
I apologize, guys. I'm back.
Did you get your milk?
Hold on.
Oh, God. Ballard's back.
Oh, boy.
What all? Catch me up. What all did I miss? I mean, I could go back and watch it, but
Nothing.
You didn't miss anything important. You missed a boring J-Dub story. Jack, the Purdue fan, has joined us.
I'm gonna have to get off here, man. It's fucking storming down here.
yeah.
Bad. Ballard. Like I said, those two SEC teams, then we can go over to ACC one night or something if you want to, buddy.
All right, cool.
All right, love you, buddy. I'll see y'all later. See.
Hey, take care,
What's
Chef.
up, Zach?
What's up,
Stay
man?
safe.
Holy crap! There was a lot of people at the mall, country mall. You gotta understand where I am, but they had no gallons of milk whatsoever.
Crap, what?
That's why I was gone, because my grandparents sent me to go get milk. They had no actual gallons, so I had to get like 4 or 5 things of, like, I don't know.
Damn.
Anyway,
Crazy.
all the shortages this year. Now, next thing's milk.
Yep.
Bet. Shut the hell up. I'll go back and listen to maybe whatever conversation you guys were having. I don't know, but
It was boring.
what's up?
I bored everybody.
Fishing, GA1, Squid, Adam. Of course, we got Zach in here.
Ballard, you gonna watch the home run derby tonight?
I would love to, actually. I got nothing better going on, so I guess I will. I'll check it out. Who all's in it this year?
Well, they do it by bracket format now, and they got Ohtani from the Angels against Soto from the Nationals.
Mm-hmm.
They got Pete Alonso from the Mets versus Salvador Perez of the Royals. I hold on. I gotta go look it up. I can't remember the other 4.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I've never watched the Home Run Derby. I know what it is. I've never actually gotten around to watching it.
Highly recommend.
But I'd love to see it
All
tonight.
right, okay. Then we have Joey Gallo from the Rangers
Yes, ma'am.
versus Trevor Story from the Rockies. Then Matt Olson from the Athletics versus Trey Mancini of the Orioles. And I think how it works is, I may be wrong, they get 3 minutes to hit as many home runs as they can, and then whoever out of the two hits their 3 minutes that they get advances. But the kicker is, if you hit 2 home runs over 440 feet, then you get 30 seconds of added time.
Yeah, they keep dicking with the format. It changes all the time. It's different from year to year. I don't even know half the guys that are in. I never even heard of half the guys that are in this one. Never even heard of them.
It'll be good.
If I was in the majors, there's no way in hell I'd get in that home run derby, even if they invited me, and mess up my swing for the whole rest of the year, which is usually what happens to these guys.
That's what normally happens, but we'll see. We'll see.
But what do they say? Chicks dig the long ball.
I think that's what they say.
I'm gonna tell you the two longest home runs I've seen hit. Well, the two home runs that I most remember. I remember, you guys won't remember this guy, but he played for the Phillies in the late 70s and the early 80s. And then later, I think he was with the White Sox. His name was Greg Luzinski. And
Yeah.
they called him the Baby Bull. And he was playing for the Phillies. And he hit a home run at Old Bush, not the new Bush the Cardinals playing now, but the Old Bush Stadium. And I'm talking about home runs I've seen in person.
Uh-huh.
He hit a home run there that was not the farthest home run in fact, I've seen dozens hit farther than that. But it was, by God, the hardest hit ball I've ever seen in my life. It flew out to left field and hit the B on the Bush sign, which I know you guys, that doesn't mean anything to anybody that wasn't at the stadium. In any event, he hit the ball so hard it was like a golf tee shot.
Dang.
That's the hardest one. The longest one I've ever seen was in Wrigley Field when the Brewers were still in the American League. And Jeremy Burnitz was on the Brewers, left-handed batter. We were sitting down in seats that I can't stand at Wrigley. We were way down the right field line, about 5 rows from the field, which you think is a great seat. It's not, because the sun gets in your face the last couple of innings. But in any event, Burnitz hit one that went all the way across Sheffield and dinged off the iron railing of the fire escape on the 3rd floor of the apartment building across the street. And we watched the ball because we looked up in the sky and watched it going. And it went ding, and everybody around us went, was that the 3rd floor? 3rd floor? Everybody's trying to talk to themselves, saying, where did it hit? Where did it hit? To make sure that we all agreed that we saw the same thing. He hit the 3rd floor fire escape across the street.
Dang.
Next day, we went and got the Chicago paper, and the Tribune said that they thought it went 480 feet.
Probably did.
480 feet.
Well,
I would have liked to have seen a Cub do that, but it was still. I remember thinking to myself, man, you could give me 2 swings and I can't hit a baseball that far.
Put the distances together.
Yeah. It was unbelievable.
Well,
now in 98, when McGuire and Sosa were in their big
home run
battle, I saw McGuire. Here's how weird this was. I saw McGuire hit his 16th of the season in St. Louis on May 16th in the 6th inning off Levon Hernandez, the starting pitcher for the Florida Marlins, whose uniform number was 16.
Yeah.
He hit his 16th on the 16th off number 16 in inning 6. And then later that year, we were there when Sosa hit his 60th. I was actually in Chicago. I was in the stadium. McGuire had hit 60 the day before. And then we didn't know it, but that night he was going to hit number 61. But while we were there, Sammy hit number 60, and Wrigley went absolutely fucking insane. I went insane. Everybody went insane. Because I remember saying I was there with my friend Scott, and I said, man, we're gonna remember this till the day we die, because we were in a stadium when a guy hit his 60th home run. How rare was that? Well, we didn't know about steroids. We didn't know that it was going to be not that big a deal,
Yeah.
But at the time, yeah.
Trying to think of some of the longest home runs I've seen. I remember there was one game where the Sox were playing Baltimore, and back then Manny Machado was still on the Orioles, and I think he went like 3 for 5 with 3 home runs, maybe even had 4 home runs. And then a month ago, I saw the Sox play Toronto, and Grichuk for the Jays hit one about halfway up the left field bleachers. So, which that's pretty far for a home run, you know. So
now on like games I've not been at, but you've seen them on TV. I remember, Kingman hit one to the third house up of Waveland in 1978, 77 or 78. He hit one. You have to Google it, or you have to YouTube it. Dave Kingman home run. It'll be on there. I remember when Glenn Allen Hill of the Cubs hit one right down the left field line, went across the street, and knocked over the barbecue on the second floor patio of the apartment building across the street. Actually hit the barbecue grill, and knocked the barbecue over. That was live on WGN. He actually, the camera catches the ball going onto the patio, hitting this grill and knocking this guy's grill over.
Wow.
But
Crazy.
the biggest bomb ever has got to be McGuire hitting the Budweiser sign at Jacobs Stadium or Jacobs Field in Cleveland.
yeah,
Because I don't think that's been hit since then. Somebody said Giancarlo Stanton had one, but I remember when McGuire hit the Budweiser sign, and he was still with the A's, and everybody was like, that was for like 3 months. That's all anybody could talk about was like, did you see that McGuire home run? But again, nobody knew about. When Bonds was doing his bullshit, steroids had already been out in the open, and people already suspected that he was cheating. But when McGuire and Sosa were doing this, nobody had heard of it, so it was all like legit.
What the? Sorry.
yeah.
Because when Bonds was doing his thing, I was like, this son of a bitch is cheating.
And believe it or not, he was, because steroids. But I can assure you that.
I mean, it was like, how stupid do they think the American people? How stupid are you trying to make us believe? Physically, look at the man. Look at what he looked like all his years in Pittsburgh, and then look at what he looked like when he was in San Francisco. He wasn't even. His skeletal structure, his skeleton, his physical makeup. He wasn't the same human being,
What's going on, Ballard?
Huh?
What's up?
Oh, nothing. I really don't have much time left to really do any of this today. I got some work stuff to take care of. But I appreciate y'all coming on. I gotta end this. I got like some stuff as far as I don't know. You know how some companies will give you a card instead of just straight paper checks. I gotta set an account up this new job. But I'm gonna end the stream, and I guess we'll talk later.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we'll see everybody later then.
All right. Have a good one, Jeff. Roll Tide. All right. Yeah, I got some work stuff to do. And rather than sounds like we'll probably have dinner soon as well. But anyway, I love you guys. Sorry to cut it short today. Just hit that thumbs up on your way out. Subscribe if you're new. For more sports content, check out the website, ballardsports19.wixsite.com. Love you guys. Keep your head up. Jesus loves you. God bless, and Roll Tide.